Question 4. My son is 16 years old and believes he is a female. He is asking for hormones because he really does not like his masculine traits and is even talking about surgery. My husband and I are both shocked and devastated and feel that it's too early. When is the right time to start these treatments, and how do we convince him to wait? I can hear your distress come through in your question, and your feelings are valid. When a child comes out as transgender, it is normal and expected to have a myriad of reactions, including shock, disbelief, anger, sadness, confusion, fear, a sense of loss, a sense of acceptance, and perhaps many other reactions. And these reactions can ebb and flow from day to day, hour to hour, even from minute to minute. This can be especially true if you did not see signs of gender diversity in your child as they were growing up. I can also hear the love you have for your child. That you are asking about what's best shows that you want to support them. This is of the greatest significance in raising a transgender child. Having support helps ensure the best chance of physical and mental health in transgender youth. Without support, the risk of deteriorating mental health and self-harm, including suicide, rises. Some information on, on transgender identity. Many people who do not identify with their birth assigned sex may have what's called gender dysphoria, a distress related to their identity and their physical body not matching. In transgender youth with gender dysphoria, the onset of puberty is often a devastating time. The development of secondary sex characteristics can cause an intense distress, leading to anxiety, depression, self harm, and poor school performance. To prevent this distress, there are drugs known as puberty blockers, and these may be administered in the early stages of puberty in order to delay the development of secondary sex characteristics. In this way, one is buying time, in essence, to give the child the opportunity to further explore their gender identity without the distress of going through a puberty that is not congruent with their identity. There have been studies demonstrating that blocking puberty can improve psychological health in these youth. Now, for some youth, gender dysphoria ceases to continue as they mature. For other youth, gender dysphoria persists. In those youth whose gender dysphoria persists, gender affirming hormones can be prescribed. These are hormones that would induce bodily changes that are in line with the identified gender. For example, an individual who is assigned male at birth but identifies as female would be prescribed estrogen in order to induce female characteristics. The age at which gender affirming hormones are prescribed varies with the individual, and it is not uncommon for a 16-year-old to have started these gender affirming hormones. To best meet your child's needs, I recommend an interdisciplinary approach to their care. Ideally, this would be a team that provides mental and physical health care. Look for providers that can also offer you support. Supporting parents is critical to supporting youth. When one member of a family comes out, this is a significant alteration to a family's dynamics and balance, so give yourself time to process it. I'd like to share some resources with you, including a listing of gender clinics. As well, I will be starting an educational support group for parents, caregivers, family members, and other loved ones of transgender children and youth. So keep an eye on this YouTube channel as well as my Facebook and website for upcoming information. I will be providing a link to the Human Rights Campaign, the Gender Clinic listing, and also the Trans Youth Equality Foundation, which is another excellent source for information.